Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and if you're new here, hey, what's up? Hi, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone returning. I appreciate you being here. On this channel, we talk about music, songs, things, life, and more, and pretty much whatever I feel like talking about that day. Today, we're doing a music story time. This is a series where I tell you stories behind the music, songs, artists, and more. Since it's the holiday season, I figured why not throw back to the 80s, specifically 1983, when George Michael wrote the iconic song Last Christmas. But before we jump into the 80s, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Now let's rewind it to 1984. I feel like Last Christmas is one of those songs where you either love it or you hate it. Personally, I love it, and I loved it enough to do a cover of it. If you want to listen to my cover of Last Christmas, the link is in the description. Let's get into the story. We're going to talk a little bit about the creation of the song, when and how it happened, and we're going to talk about the music video as well as the chart and a little bit of drama. We have some tea about this song that we're going to spill. The story goes as follows. George Michael and Wham duo partner Andrew Ridgeley were visiting George Michael's parents in the winter of 1983. George Michael wrote this song in his childhood bedroom, and what a cool way to kind of bring things back around. Growing up someplace and then years later you write a hit song. It's kind of crazy to think about. Duo partner Andrew Ridgeley had a few things to say about the story behind this iconic song. He said, quote, "We'd had a bite to eat and we're sitting together relaxing with the television on in the background when, almost unnoticed, George disappeared upstairs for an hour or so. When he came back down, such to his excitement, it was as if he discovered gold, in which a sense he had." Yeah, I would say that's accurate. In addition to this, he says, quote, "We went to his old room, the room in which we had spent hours as kids recording pastiches of radio shows and jingles." I don't know what that is. "The room where he kept a keyboard and something on which to record his sparks of inspiration. And he played me the introduction and the beguiling, wistful chorus melody to Last Christmas. It was a moment of wonder." End quote. He uses very big words.
That's a big word for Elmo.
So he writes the song in his childhood bedroom in just a few hours. And Andrew was there to see the evolution from beginning to end. Now we fast forward to 1984. In August of 1984, George Michael is now 21 years old. He's old enough to drink in America. However, he lived in London, so. It was recorded at London's Advision Studios, and the song was written 100% and produced purely by George Michael. He also played every single instrument on it. Literally a one-man project. And apparently, in order to get into the Christmas vibes, because it was August, he had decorated the studio in Christmas decor. I've definitely recorded a Christmas song in summer, and it is a bit awkward because you have to feel the Christmas spirit somehow for it to come through on the recording. Apparently, he didn't allow his duo partner of Wham, Andrew Ridgeley, to interfere.
Oh my God, can you let me do what I need to do?
Which I understand, because sometimes when you know something is special, you want to be the only person who has an opinion on the creation. And I believe it worked out for him. This song would go on to be a part of a double A-side single with Everything She Wants by Wham. Then it was released on December 3rd, 1984 via CBS Records.
Talk to me about Last Christmas, the single.
Heartbreaker, actually.
Really? You found that, did
It's
you?
already claimed its first victim. Actually, well, it's just one, is it? My
mum cries whatever I sing about.
Yeah,
So.
one of my mother's friends had a romance at Christmas, which is basically what it's about. It's about getting jilted.
Now comes the drama. The song was a huge hit, no lie. However, it did not make it to number one.
Here's a number. Psych! That's the wrong number!
Will it ever make it to number one? I guess you're gonna have to stick around to find out. So at the same time, Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid, a charity single for Ethiopian famine, came out. Do They Know It's Christmas by Band-Aid was at the number one spot.
I've got lists and lists of people that have been involved. The videos being done for nothing, the documentary film. All money is going to go into a trust fund. And during the course of 1985, supplies, medical supplies and food will be flown out to Ethiopia. This is being done by you and hopefully with our contribution. It really won't happen unless this record is bought. You may hate the record, it doesn't matter, just buy a copy and give it to a kid down the street. If you're having money problems yourself, well, then 3 or 4 of you get together and buy a copy and then throw it away if you don't want to hear it. If you do want to hear it, buy 2 copies. Buy as many copies as you can. Every little sale will help, I promise you. I think that's all I can say about this. Here's the video now. But, you know, it occurs to me that somebody once said, it's rock and roll will change the world. God bless and have a happy Christmas.
That's Band Aid and David Bowie doing the introduction to that one. Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
And so George Michael was a bit bitter about this. He was kind of sad. However, he sang on Do They Know It's Christmas by Band Aid. He really, really wanted that #1 spot. However, it still spent 5 weeks at #2 on the charts. So then Wham decides to donate all of their Last Christmas, Everything She Wants on this A record, royalties to the Ethiopian famine as well to help the same cause. So there's some drama with the charts, and Last Christmas is still not in the #1 spot. August of 1984, filmed a music video. It's filmed in Switzerland at a ski resort called Sosvi, and it features George Michael, his duo partner Andrew Ridgeley, Wham backup singers Pepsi and Shirley, model Kathy Hill, Spandau Ballet, Martin Kemp, and a group of Michael's friends. I wish I could be one of his friends because that would have been cool. Apparently, it was a pretty fun set to be on because apparently the group got so drunk that Andrew Ridgeley said he was surprised that the video was actually even able to be done and completed.
They actually put wine in the wine glasses. My good friend David Riddler proceeded to drink every single glass of wine, drained every glass. And so things got really quite ribald through the rest of the shoot. Crowned the last night with a naked steeplechase around our balconies.
The wine in that music video, it was real.
So tell me about the video for Last Christmas.
The video is cinematic in the extreme, I'd say. We wanted to do a video basically that had no lip sync to it whatsoever, so that we could let the images carry themselves.
Sounds like a pretty fun set to be on, but I would imagine trying to direct people, a bunch of drunk people, would be really hard.
I am not drunk.
Can you tell the time?
Yes. I am not drunk.
And also, this music video was the last time that we see George Michael filmed without his beard. The music video was originally shot on film and was released following the song release. But then, one day in 2019, Andrew Morahan, who was the music video's original film director, he found 7 out of the 8 rolls of the 35mm rushes. And he worked with various companies in order to create the 4K version of this music video that came out on December 13th, 2019. So we have the music video that has been released. The drama doesn't stop with this song though. It doesn't stop with the drunk music video shoot or a struggle to get to #1. He was also sued for copyright infringement in the mid-1980s. I couldn't find the exact date, so I wasn't sure where it was lining up. Apparently the song Can't Smile Without You, which was made famous by Barry Manilow and the Carpenters, publishing company Dick James Music sued George Michael for plagiarism.
Objection, Your Honor, lack of foundation.
Claiming that Last Christmas had the same melody, which we've seen happen a lot in different types of hit songs. The case was dropped though after a musicologist reviewed this song and presented 60-ish songs from the past century that had a comparable chord sequence and melody. You cannot copyright a chord progression. So after struggling to get to #1, still not hitting #1, even in the mid-80s, doing a drunk music video shoot, which honestly iconic, donating all the royalties, which was an amazing cause of the Ethiopian famine. This song has already gone through a lot. For 36 years, it was the best-selling UK single.
Damn, what is that, bro?
Ever to not hit the top of the charts, which with over 2 million copies, it still hadn't had the top. 2 million copies and it still didn't get to #1. That's insane. It returns to the charts every year still, especially after George Michael passed away. It has also spent 153 weeks on the German singles chart and has charted every year since 1997. That is the year I was born. So the evolution of this song is very interesting. It's definitely still up there. It's constantly charting, and we see it happen in the 90s. This song still has not hit #1. Fast forward to the 2000s. In 2015, an Austrian DJ named Joe Kolaffer told listeners that he felt they weren't in the Christmas spirit, so he apparently barricaded himself into the studio and he locked his co-host out. And he played the song over and over and over and over again. He only stopped because his 4-year-old daughter was put on the line. and she told her dad that she didn't like the song. So the following year, in 2017, it was announced that a film inspired by the song was going to be made. The movie was going to be called Last Christmas, or is called Last Christmas, and the co-writer of the movie revealed that the late George Michael collaborated on the concept before his death in 2016. The film also featured more music from George Michael. So, has it hit the #1 spot yet? No. George Michael passed away on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2016, in Giron, United Kingdom. The song had still not gone to the #1 spot, which is kind of crazy, especially considering how many records they sold. So it's been a while. It's been over 30 years at this point, and the song has still not hit #1. But finally, in 2021, a fan campaign helped push the song to #1. It then hits #1.
Let's go.
#1, more than not even just the Christmas #1, on January 1st, 2022, last year. That's crazy. It's kind of sad because George Michael never got to see his song hit #1, but the song continues to be iconic even to this day. And the impact of Last Christmas continues on, nearly 4 decades after its release. Last Christmas has become one of the most covered Christmas songs in recent memory. George Michael would have turned 60 years old this year in 2023 in June. He passed away on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2016. He never got to see his song hit #1, but I feel like music is so special and that legacies carry on. Nearly 4 decades after its release, it continues to be iconic. It continues to trend on TikTok. It continues to have people in the Christmas vibes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and for tuning in. I hope you guys really enjoyed this music story time with me, Nikki Giron. Don't forget to subscribe and comment if you have any suggestions on what other songs, artists, or music phenomenons that you would like me to cover. I love doing research and I love finding cool stuff. I hope everybody has a very happy holidays. I hope you don't feel the same way Last Christmas feels. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, everybody. Can't believe it's going to be 2024. That's pretty crazy. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys probably next year. Yeah, we're gonna use that joke. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.